The commentary box alongside Arv Palmer. Looking forward to this one, Arv?
Really am, yes. Both players thoroughly deserve to be in the final. Should make for a great match, a great final today, Adam.
Yeah, well, let's just have a look at some of the Russians that have made the final here in St. Petersburg, a tournament that's been around since 1995. Yevgeny Kafelnikov winning it that year. And also Marat Safin a couple of times, Mikhail Yuzhny, Daniil Medvedev last year as well. So Rublev looking to join quite an esteemed list there, Arv.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the rich history of Russian tennis over the years. Yevgeny Kafelnikov, former world #1, Marat Safin, Grand Slam champion. Yeah, and Daniil Medvedev actually won this tournament last year without even dropping a set.
Yeah.
It was at a canter for him, wasn't he? He was playing so well this tournament last year, but he struggled this year, though.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surprise when Medvedev lost out to Riley Opelka, but Andrey Rublev looking to try and become yet another Russian to put his name on the trophy. So we can cross straight inside to centre court.
Победитель двух турниров ATP в одиночном разряде. Финалист Санкт-Петербург Open 2019. Текущий рейтинг в одиночном разряде 27-й. Наивысший рейтинг в одиночном разряде 12-й. St. Petersburg welcome. Borna Coric, Croatia. Winner of 2 ATP singles titles. Runner-up at St. Petersburg Open 2019. Current singles ranking 27. Highest singles ranking 12. Санкт-Петербург приветствует. Андрей Рублев, Россия. Игрок сборной России. Победитель 5 турниров ATP в одиночном и 1 турнира ATP в парном разряде. Наивысший и текущий рейтинг в одиночном разряде 10-й. St. Petersburg welcomes Andrey Rublev, Russia. Member of the Russian national team. Winner of 5 singles and 1 doubles ATP titles. Highest and current singles ranking 10. Лучшие теннисисты мира на кортах Санкт-Петербург Open лицом к лицу. World best players on the court of St. Petersburg Open face to face.
So Andrey Rublev and Borna Coric make their way out onto court. Fergus Murphy, the chair umpire for this final. Rublev looking for his 4th ATP Tour title of the season, and Borna Coric looking for his 1st. 4th time that these two have met each other as well, so they know each other well.
Международного теннисного турнира Санкт-Петербург Open 2020 в новой высокой категории ATP 500 встречаются Борна Coric, Хорватия, и Андрей Рублев, Россия. Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes, a final match of St. Petersburg Open 2020 between Borna Coric from Croatia and Andrey Rublev from Russia.
So Borna Coric winning the coin toss, choosing to receive first. Not quite sure whether the players were sure whether they could link arms or anything during that picture then. A nice moment for both of them, making an ATP 500 level final. Of course, Rublev looking to try and go back-to-back after winning in Hamburg just a few weeks ago, but it is the final here in St. Petersburg. Borna Coric taking on Andrey Rublev. Just remind ourselves how both of them made this stage. Borna Coric coming from a set down yesterday, beating Milos Raonic, eventually coming through 6-4 in the 3rd. And Rublev also coming from a set down against Denis Shapovalov, the #2 seed, and just like Coric, coming through 6-4 in the 3rd. Well, Borna Coric, he made the final here last year when he lost out to a Russian in Daniil Medvedev. And he has backed it up, making the final once again. Want to try and get his revenge this year, looking for his second 500 level title of his career after he won in Halle back in 2018. It's been a great run for him so far this week. It's been really impressed with the way he's responded against both Riley Opelka and especially Milos Raonic yesterday after slow starts. And he was blown away really in that first set off, wasn't he? But the way that he then responded in the second and third was so impressive.
Absolutely, yeah. It was a nervy start yesterday, wasn't it? He talked about how he wasn't playing well, but I think that was down to nerves, and he put that down to the case against Opelka when he went down that early break, but he was able to recover there. But by the end, yes, he was definitely, he talks a lot about finding his rhythm, and he was able to do that in the second set. And mind you, he was helped along the way, wasn't he, in that third set? It was a game where Raonic should have broken him, had that easy forehand, but you need sometimes those things to go your way, and you've got to take advantage of that, and he was able to do that, and he closed it out 6-4 in the third there, you can see eventually.
Yeah, hasn't had a match over 2 hours. That was his longest one against Milos Raonic. He said in his post-match interview that he couldn't have played much worse in the opening set. As for Andrey Rublev, I suppose you could say the same about him yesterday. He was kind of helped along the way, wasn't he? That game, you remember, Shapovalov was 40 love up, went on to break there. Rublev, 4 doubles in the game, I think, from Shapovalov.
Well, it was played at such a high level, wasn't it, for that first set and a half from both. Shapovalov was just a little bit better than Rublev, really, but those 4 double faults, and he was let back in there, he took advantage, and well, Shapovalov couldn't quite find that level again that he was showing in the first set. In that third set, Rublev was very solid though in that third set, and he closed that one out in style because there was an injury time pulled there, and that may have just knocked him off, maybe lost his focus, his concentration there a bit. There was a bit of a wait there at the change events, but he closed it out in style.
And potentially quite a big move in the battle for London as well.
Yeah, that's got to be, he's got to have one eye on that. There's no question about that. The ranking as well, live scores right now, live rankings, excuse me, up to 8 in the world. So it's going to be a great week, whatever happens today, but he would love to win his 4th tournament of the year on home soil as well. That'd be just the icing on the cake, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be his second tournament that he's won here in Russia. He won the title in Moscow 12 months ago. Yeah, they've played each other 3 times then, have these two. And every single meeting has gone the way of Andrey Rublev, the last of which coming in Shanghai last year in straight sets. Doha in 2018, Rublev in straights, and also in the next-gen finals in 2017, Rublev in straights. Is there anything in this matchup that you perhaps think doesn't suit Borna Coric?
No, I don't think there's anything that doesn't suit. Obviously, it's all about matchups. It's difficult. Rublev doesn't give you that much when he's playing well. He's hitting big from the back of the court. Very similar game styles, if you look at them. I think it's whoever's going to be a little bit more aggressive, be a little bit braver in those bigger moments, play those bigger points a little bit better. Both are going to have to serve well. I think it's key, I think, today, getting through those service games. Rublev's hugely improved his service numbers. The numbers this week have been good, and it's the strengths actually of Coric's as well, that first serve. So I think that's going to play a part.
So the 2020 St. Petersburg final, Borna Coric up against Andrey Rublev. It was Coric winning the toss. He has chosen to receive first, so Rublev will get us underway.
Andrey Rublev. Ready?
It's impeccable length, first off the return, and the next one as well for Coric. As from what Coric has faced in his last 2 matches against Opelka and Milos Raonic, must almost feel as though this is just being tapped over the net at him.
That is one advantage, isn't it? You feel like you have time. And he will be able to, you think, find that rhythm that he talks about a lot of early on here. Tough to get rhythm against the likes of Opelka and Raonic. He can work his way into some of these rallies.
Yeah, it's a very nice opening service game for Rublev.
Yeah, it's a shot that is much improved for Rublev. Pace behind it, the amount of free points he's beginning to get more of. We'll be hoping that he will miss a few first serves. Match, so you can think about attacking the second serve.
Well, there's about 3,500 people in here, all of whom are presumably supporting Andrey Rublev. Do you think that'll have any bearing at all, Alv?
Yeah, I think you'll feel a lift from that. Well, Rublev, knowing that he's got the support, get loud every time he wins a point. Definitely give you that lift.
In Nancy Love, 15 love.
Length from Rublev.
15 off.
Can't hit the winner. You can still take plenty of time away from your opponent with that sort of depth.
Beginning to heat up.
Just does so well at bossing the point. Again, brilliant length, and he's got Coric scrambling from 2 or 3 meters behind the baseline. It's very tough back there. He's been the one that's been able to push him back early here.
He's just been relentless from the back of the court the entire week, as Rublev. Yeah, just wrong footing, Rublev there.
Coric, 13.
Knew it as soon as he struck it. Oh, going up the line there. Pull that one cross court.
So Coric comes through his opening service game. Should hopefully just settle both of them down. 1 game all.
1 game all.
Yeah, going to be figuring out ways to break this guy today. He has served very well this week as Rublev. First serve in particular has been effective. A wide one on the juice side there. You can see spread it nicely, going up the tee a fair bit as well. Similar on the ad side. Up the tee and going wide, and a lot of free points behind it. He's won a lot of points when he's made it. Over 80% of points won behind his first serve this week, and it's found its mark. That's pretty impressive.
15 love. Lead set point, 30 love.
Yeah, it's good. He missed a backhand up the line in the previous game, Rublev, but that one much more like it.
It's the time to deliver a blow like that. It was balanced, he had time.
Oh yes, a lovely return from Coric.
Coric with Nancy, 40-15.
So has an excellent backhand up the line, Coric.
Yeah, it's a devastating combo from Andrey Rublev. He's made a really nice start to this final. He leads 2-1.
Rublev leads 2 games to 1.
This is a good start, quite a frantic start actually. 8 winners already between them. It's Rublev that's found 6 of those 8. Intensity right now.
Yeah, we spoke earlier about how important that win yesterday was for Rublev, beating Denis Shapovalov, a fellow contender for the battle for London. So he's put, what, about 400 points or so between him and Shapovalov. Don't forget that Berrettini will also have 200 points come off his ranking there as well. Losing points from London last year, so Rublev is in just a great spot, isn't he?
Yeah, as long as you just keep winning, you don't have to think about too much. I mean, he just gets to win here, will add to that total once again. But it's going to be an exciting finish. There's a fair few players there in with a shout if they finish strongly this year.
Well, good start for both Andrey Rublev and for Borna Coric. Both have settled into this final. As I've said, 8 winners already. That's what they are desperate to try and get their hands on.
That's a biggie this week, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Nice looking trophy, that.
Rublev trying to become the 5th different Russian to win this title. Coric trying to become the first Croat to win here in St. Petersburg since Marin Cilic did so. That was back in 2011. He beat Janko Tipsarevic in that final.
Vietnam City, 15 all. Vietnam City, 30-15.
He's kept that first serve percentage really high this week, as Borna Coric. 70% of his first serves finding the mark throughout the week. So important that he tries to keep that statistic nice and high in the final.
Also a serve that has improved throughout his career. A few technical adjustments that he made. Paid off.
Borna 40-30.
Onto that return so quickly, Rublev.
It wasn't a body serve, it wasn't close enough to the centre line, and Rublev punishing his play serve.
Advantage, Coric.
Yeah, great serving from Coric. Rublev just applying a little bit of pressure, but Coric able to come through.
Wow. 2 games on.
Do you think it's more important now for Coric to win this opening set, the fact that in their 3 previous meetings he's actually yet to win a set against Rublev?
I think that'll definitely give him a lot of belief and confidence that it's very easy to think, oh, here we go again, lose another set.
15. Love 15.
Not much Coric could do about that. That's an excellent point from Rublev. Great serve right in the corner again, and
15 all.
making sure he attacked this one. Got to accelerate there.
Leads it 15. 30-15.
It's a shot he enjoys so much, Rublev, that
Coric 15. 40-15. Coric takes it. 40-30.
not too many kind of lengthy exchanges between these two, which I was anticipating before this final started. Plenty of winners, though. It's the 12th already from Andrey Rublev, and he hits the front again. 3-2.
Rublev leads. 3 games, 2-2.
I think both players are just trying to be so aggressive right now and get that first strike in and not be the one that's doing all the running. Very aware of that, so that's why we're seeing such aggressive tennis. So many long rallies.
Церемония награждения победителей и финалиста Санкт-Петербург Open 2020 и уникальная церемония.
Coric had to weather an early storm yesterday against Milos Raonic. So many winners coming from the Canadian's racket early on. As I said, Coric, by his own admission, said that he played pretty poorly in that opening set, but so impressed with the way that he was just so quickly able to turn his level around. Rublev actually played a pretty solid opening set against Shapovalov, but Shapovalov was just playing so well, there wasn't too much the Russian could do. Coric, another one who is in the same kind of Shapovalov mould in terms of the sit-down, closing the eyes, deep breaths. Meditation technique that we're seeing more and more players go to.
Bit of divine intervention as well, maybe, for him.
It all helps. Great to see 2 more youngsters battling it out for a 500 title. Of course, we saw Rublev and Tsitsipas in Hamburg. Now Rublev and Coric here in St. Petersburg, really coming to the fore.
That's it, 15 love.
That's very good.
Nice one-stroke tennis. Holding his ground after that serve. Good return, but he didn't back off, Coric.
Dvorak, no, 40 love.
Oh, it's a wonderful backhand. Quite sure how he got the serve back. Rublev, it was almost as though he was protecting his face, trying to swat it back.
15.
Right off the baseline. And again, it's just a brilliant injection of pace from Rublev. And let's not forget that yesterday it was Shapovalov who was 40 love up. Rublev was able to break, and it was the turning point in that match.
That's big hitting. Coric having to defend there and being pushed back once again. Hitting a big ball right now is Rublev.
Well, 40 love becomes deuce.
Rob now. Deuce.
Oh, it's a scintillating return from Andrey Rublev.
He was ready for the change up there from Coric, going to the forehand wing, trying to catch him out, but how often do we see that from Rublev on the return, moving diagonally towards it, just behind the baseline. He's got thunderous returns.
So first look at a break point. Much needed.
Deuce. Borna, advantage Coric.
Well, the first serve percentage was starting to slip in this game, but he's found a couple of massive ones there.
Yeah, you just feel as though it's Rublev, the one who is trying to make something happen.
It's such a telling rally, isn't it? Coric began the rally towards the baseline there, just behind the baseline. By the end of it, he was behind the St. Petersburg writing, just getting pushed back once again, trying to buy himself more time, but that just opens up the court for Rublev.
Really struggling behind his second serve at the moment, Coric, just winning 2 of the 10 points so far. Big disparity between the points he's winning behind the first serve compared to the second. And he importantly finds the first.
Advantage Coric.
Great hold from Coric. Rublev had a look at just the single break point, wasn't able to take it, and we stay on serve, 3 games all.
4-3.
There'll be a big sigh of relief there for Coric. I think Rublev can be too disappointed with that. That was good tennis from Coric. Found some important serves when he needed to. He's just got to tell himself, you know what, I'm getting closer. Take the positives there. Attacked 35 Ks and very short. Attacking open court nicely there.
15-all.
Coric going up the line, but didn't do enough with it. Had a lot of ground to cover.
Penalty. 30-15.
Ah, it's a beauty.
Well, 3-13. 30-on.
Didn't struggle getting his weight through that one. On the front foot.
Well, it's a little heavy-handed with the first one. Coric did well just to get Rublev to play the extra volley, but in the end, a pretty routine put away.
Deep in the backhand to shorten the forehand. Physically very tough. He's a very good mover, Coric, but even for him, that was tough.
Rublev edges in front again. Coric really hasn't put that Rublev serve under too much scrutiny as of yet. Half an hour played. Rublev leads 4-3. Both players doing a great job behind their first serve. Our statsman Enrico Maria Riva told us earlier in the week that Rublev is 27-0 in matches when he wins 84% or above of points behind his first serve, so something to keep an eye on. He's at 85% at the moment. Dropped just the 2.
I'm sure he would know the exact numbers, Rublev, but one thing's for sure, he knows his first serve has improved. His serve in general has improved. A lot of confidence in that regard, in that area of his game. Going after it more aces. Just around more effective.
Oh, it's been a good start to this final. So great to have the fans in as well. They were treated to a little exhibition match before this final got underway. Daniil Medvedev was back on the court. Alexander Medvedev, the Director General of this tournament, various others, including the footballer Dejan Lovren, who plays for Zenit St. Petersburg. There's a great show lined up after the final finishes as well, with the Russian Eurovision Song Contest entry performing.
Weren't you giving him a hard time before this match?
Who?
The football player?
Dejan.
Didn't he play for your team?
He did. Fortunately, not anymore.
Yeah,
I don't think Liverpool fans ever quite saw the best of Dejan Lovren. Bless him. There's a couple of good body serves that Coric has hit in this match.
It's underrated and underused, in my opinion, that body serve. I think the temptation is always to go for the freebie and get the ace, but we've got a good 1-2 combination. Why not?
Coric 40 love.
Looking to close this one out this time, first time of asking. Don't let him back in.
That's a very good second serve from Coric, right on the line. 4 games all.
The advantages of serving with the new balls, just zipping through the air.
It's unlike him to make a routine error off that backhand wing.
First serve. Ridsetnor, Sadilan.
So many lines with that serve, Rublev. Hold to love. And Rublev is a game away from taking the opening set. A bit of pressure now on Borna Coric, serving at 4-5. Well, Coric looking for his first title on a hard court in his career. The first title that he picked up was back in 2017 in Marrakesh. That was on the clay. And then, of course, the last title that he won, that great run that he had in Halle back in 2018. What do you think is his best surface, Sav?
That's a good question, isn't it? Probably say a hard court, even though he hasn't won on a hard court. I think it's a fair surface for him because the pace of hard these days, you can do a little bit of everything. Maybe slightly quicker hard court. Yeah. Shanghai made the final in 2018. That notoriously is quicker. It's a great year, wasn't it, 2018 for him? Beating Federer twice that year. The year the tournament they beat him in the final there, Halle, I think he was #1 in the world at the time, was Federer. Two players have beaten Federer and Halle, full stop.
Well, Andrey Rublev has had a look at one break point. Borna Coric now serving to stay in this opening set, 4-5. This is the 5th time in his career, Borna Coric, that he's facing a top 10 opponent in a final. As Arv was mentioning during the break, the only one that he's beaten, the world #1 at the time, Roger Federer, in Halle back in 2018. Lost to the world #4, Stan Wawrinka in Chennai in 2016, the world #3, Novak Djokovic in Shanghai 2018, and of course here last year, the world #4, Daniil Medvedev. Both players still just lost 2 points behind their first serve. It's a shame, it was a good point from Coric till the volley.
Just kept it low enough. Rublev there, you could see how Coric was having to hit up on that volley, wanted to remain aggressive, but difficult on low ones. Bit of a head scratcher. See him miss backhands by that sort of margin. Maybe just skipped through. Wasn't expecting it.
It's unlike Coric to have more backhand unforced errors than forehand by some distance as well. 7 backhand unforced, just 3 on the forehand wing.
He's finding that first serve when he really needs it the most, playing the big points well.
40-30.
Yeah, Rublev, I think, if I've just read correctly, has said every time. Every time that Coric has needed one, he's found it. And again, first serve to the rescue for Borna Coric. 5 games all.
Or 50. 5 games on.
Yeah, it sensed an opportunity. Coric behind the second serve. He has got a spring in his step right now.
That is so well timed. It's such a difficult return to have to execute. Fraction wrong, and that goes wide, but he's middled it.
Big density, 15 on.
Those are the kind of rallies that Rublev has just been coming out on top on pretty much the entire week.
Coric, 40-15.
Well, he lost the opening point, did Rublev, but after that, it was emphatic from the number 3 seed. Guarantees himself a breaker. Again, Coric will have to hold serve to stay in the set at 5-6. I think what's so great about both of these two having good success at the moment, obviously not only the fact that they are both incredibly talented, but you could argue, Arv, that they're probably 2 of the hardest workers on the tour as well.
Yeah, this guy definitely has to be reined back in every now and then. He's a bit of a perfectionist, is Coric, and I think he's actually admitted that may just be a bit of his downfall as well, and perhaps he loses a bit of confidence and not playing that well, overdoing it. Once watched him practice, he was hitting cross courts and up the lines, a lot of running drills, and in between, I think, mistakes, he was pumping out 10 or 15 press-ups. I mean, it's almost like it was punishment before then he got playing the next rally. It was incredible.
Is that what you did back in the day?
Yeah. I did the wrong type of curls.
Well, there's been very little separating these two. Possibly say that Rublev has just edged it if it was a points decision. A couple of service games that Coric has been under pressure once. He was taken to deuce, and another game in which Rublev was able to have a look at a break point but not convert on.
15 love. 15 love.
Very good depth initially from Coric. Forehand before just skipped off the baseline and then painted the tram line with the next.
Backing off, nice deep return.
15.
Djokovic-esque, that type of return. Time and time again you see that hard and deep up the middle of the court.
Good time, but was very heavy-handed with it, Rublev.
Coric, 40-15.
The type of shots, for now, don't come that naturally to him. Working on that sort of feel. Maybe able to gain another 1 or 2% to his game. Do better in those sort of positions.
So Coric holds, and just like the last set that they played against each other back in Shanghai last year, a tie-break needed. It was Rublev who won that one, 7 points to 4. It's the only tie-break that they have played.
And the 1-0 Rublev.
Seen him miss too many of those this week. Plenty of time to deal with it, maybe too much time. Start second guessing yourself. Good pressure, good off-the-ball movement there. Knew he was coming forward there, Rublev, so forced him into going for more.
It's just pinpoint from Rublev so many times in this set.
2-all.
And again, a couple of visits to the net in this breaker, something we've not really seen too much of from Coric in the set.
3-2.
Oh, this is really good from Coric, taking matters into his own hands and coming forward like this. This is just applying a lot of pressure on Rublev. 6 points, one at the net this set for Coric.
Oh, well done, Borna Coric. His level is just rising and rising at the moment.
4-2.
That's just incredible hands here to get that one up and over. Quick reactions from Coric. Points won for Coric in this tiebreak, and I think 3 of them have been at the net. Extra aggressive right now.
A bit of breathing space in this tie-break. He had to dig deep there, Rublev.
Surprising. Coric didn't come forward.
Yeah, 3.
All sorts of trouble there. Missed this opportunity.
Oh, he's just dragged it.
Yeah, 5-4. Coric.
2-5 down. It's a couple of must-hold serves, and he's managed to do that. Right back in this now.
Just seems to have upped his aggression so much in this tiebreak, Coric, from what we've seen in the rest of the set. Oh, he's missed another.
50.
5-2 becomes 5-all.
5-all.
Struck it well, it's only just. Must have felt good off the strings.
What a huge point this is now. Incredible tennis from Andrey Rublev. Abraham Gonzalez there just telling him to calm down.
Yeah, get the heart rate down. This is some recovery.
Chess, yeah, 6-5.
4 points in a row for the Russian. And he's the first to have a look at a set point. An amazing turnaround in that tiebreaker from Andrey Rublev. Coric looked in control at 5-2, but 5 points in a row for the number 3 seed. And the set belongs to Rublev. What a reaction. Coric had to come from a set down yesterday in his semi-final. He's going to have to do the same in the final. An hour on the dot, 7-6.
Wow, did not see that one coming. A 5-2 for Coric. He looked in full control. He was all of a sudden playing the more aggressive tennis, but the rug just pulled from under his feet there, and that's going to hurt for Coric because he played a good set, really. Yes, more unforced errors than winners, but he was trying to be aggressive when he got on the front foot, and well, he was doing that in the tiebreak, but it was Rublev that just fought hard there towards the end. More winners than unforced errors for the Russian. 3 of 4 points, 1 at the net. First serve percentage, you feel, does just have to rise a bit. He's making Coric pay behind his second serve currently. There really was not much between the two. And Rublev bags the opening set a minute short of an hour.
So it looks as though Andrey Rublev has just left the court at the end of that opening set. What a drama-filled tie-break it was. Coric looked in control. We were just speaking off air of, and it was just that 1 point. I can't remember what the score was at the time, 4-2 possibly, when he hit that cross-court forehand, Coric, and he'd looked so keen to come forward at the start of the tie-break and just feel as though he missed an opportunity there.
Yeah, it was 5-2, wasn't it? That was to go 6-2 up, and he'd just come forward so much at the beginning of that tie-break. You almost thought it was just going to be automatic for him to come forward there because he was well used to doing it. Rublev was in all sorts of trouble. It would have been a drive volley at worst there for Rublev to take that one out in the air, but he let it drop and he missed the forehand. And I think if he does go on to lose this match, I mean, he'll look back if he re-watches that tiebreak, because I mean, it snatched away so quickly from him there towards the end. That's definitely one point that he might regret.
Time.
Well, it's 8 sets played between these two. And all
That I said,
8
second
sets
set.
have gone the way of Andrey Rublev. What can Borna Coric find in the reserve tank? It's going to be the Croat to start us off in set 2.
Are they Coric? Bit 15 love. Three, 30 love.
Subtlety to this guy's game. It's just going to go harder and harder, isn't he? Overdoing it there.
Well, all credit to Coric. No hangover at all after what happened at the back end of that opening set. Nice positive hold to love.
Yeah, needs to get right back on that horse. Coric has got a good mentality. He certainly won't shy away from this challenge, but it's been good from this guy. It's going to be tough. Opening set was good from Rublev for the most part. He was pushing Coric back. He played a lot of his tennis behind that 2-meter line behind the baseline. Did Coric, keeping excellent length there, that green third there, almost 40% of balls, excuse me, landing in that area. 10 winners as well. Excuse me, 14 winners.
Big nuts at north. 15 love.
I just wonder what Coric we're going to see now in this second set. Is he going to continue to play as aggressively as he did at the start of that tie-break, or just go back to plan A?
It's a bit nuts. 13-15.
Only the third point that Rublev has lost behind the first serve today.
Coric, bit nuts. 40-15.
Rublev holds. 1 game all.
Port number 1 game all.
Bit of a change-up from Coric.
15 love.
He has to hit through these ones. Develop that bunt up the line. Get it nice and deep. Might be a better option.
Well, that match Borna Coric won yesterday against Milos Raonic. Only the second match in the last 12 months that he's been able to win after losing the opening set. The only other one, of course, that remarkable match against Stefanos Tsitsipas at the US Open when he saved 6 match points there.
Late set, but not it. 30-15.
Yes, tremendous depth from Rublev.
4-3-2. 30 on.
It's the perfect combination, length and power.
So half a chance for the Russian. So many times in the first set, these kind of situations, Coric was able to bail himself out of trouble with the first serve. Oh, he'd love that one back. You can see as he punches his racket in disgust, Rublev. More of a slap than a punch. Coric is the boxing nut amongst them. No, he did well with that one, Rublev. Missed the last forehand. He tried to go up the line with the previous drop shot that Coric hit earlier on in this game, but this one over the lower part of the net. Did well to get good control.
Time to find the first again and get the free point.
Advantage Coric.
Again, it's Coric who finds his way through another tough service game. Not for the first time today.
2 games to 1. New balls to.
Just beginning to eat away at Rublev.
Дамы и господа, сразу после окончания матча на центральном корте состоится церемония награждения.
Taking half chances, isn't he?
Yeah.
Rublev.
Especially this year.
A couple where he's had a look, but Coric has been able to find those first serves, close out service games. Just got to remain patient. Let it frustrate you and tell yourself that you are getting closer. You're piling on the pressure. It's going to come at some point.
Well, what he doesn't want to do today is throw his water bottle, because he spent about 5 minutes yesterday against Shapovalov cleaning it up. There is Dejan Lovren. Another change of shirt for the tattoo-laden Borna Coric. One on his stomach says, though miles may lie between us, we are never far apart, and with his sister's birth date underneath it. There's one on his bicep as well, which says there's nothing worse in life than being ordinary. She knew how I felt. So Rublev at 1-2. You got any tats off?
No, I haven't, no. Not my thing.
He did so well, Rublev, there, because that was such a great aggressive return from Coric, but Rublev dealt with it magnificently.
Lightning reactions to get out to his backhand here. It's almost as if he's plucked that one from behind him there. That is super control to keep it that low.
Great set.
Coric's doing well on those shorter rallies, under 5. On those medium length, longer rallies, it's been Rublev.
Coric, no. 40 down.
Hasn't even been taken to juice in this match yet. Rublev been very straightforward on his own deal. Another hold to love.
Sport 1. 2 games all.
Third double for Coric. Here we go then, love 30.
No, love steady.
Close and tight. The backhand hasn't always worked for him today.
adjust.
15-30.
Oh no, what has he done? It's well in as well.
It's as if he was just hoping this one was going to be going long.
15-14.
It was terrible judgment there. He knew it immediately.
So 2 break points. And again, that first serve.
30-14.
Come to the rescue time and time again today. It's another backhand unforced error from Borna Coric. And Andrey Rublev is in control of this final now. He leads by a set and a break. It's 3-2 in the second set.
Oh, Rublev will happily mop a game like that up. A couple of errors from Coric. Move forward, he just did not want to play the volley. Hoping it was going to be going long. A couple of backhand errors as well. Double fault to start the game. His back was always up against the wall there. I understand his frustration right now. This is going to take quite the effort to regroup, you feel.
Time.
So Andrey Rublev looking good for yet another title in 2020. It would be his 4th. Same amount as Novak Djokovic. He would go to 34 wins for the year as well, just 3 behind the world #1. Big gap between Rublev, though, and Tsitsipas, who's 3rd this year in most wins. Rublev would go to 34, Tsitsipas in 3rd on 27.
Times there is no way through against Rublev. He moves so well across the baseline. He's defending aggressively.
will agitate him. Second serve to try and chip it back.
Well, the brain has to be scrambled right now. It's understandable.
Just so dominant from the back of the court.
And you know he's not thinking too far ahead of himself either. You know, he is staying in the present. Still work to be done as far as he's concerned.
Another very comfortable hold. It's only really that opening set against Denis Shapovalov yesterday that you can think anyone this week has been able to kind of get on top of Rublev and just rush him, start dominating a few of the exchanges. But throughout the rest of the week, he has just been right on top of everyone. Such a big difference in the match. Second serve points won. Coric 35%, just 8 of his 23. Rublev up at 70% behind his second serve, 16 of 23. Being able to defend that second serve a lot better.
Just doesn't give himself a second off, does he, Rublev? Just wants to win every point. Annoyed at missing that.
Well, Coric is doing a good job of just hanging around. Possibility that Rublev could tighten up. You doubt it, the amount of winning that he's done this year, but big moment for him, winning another title on home soil. Just stay in touch. Rublev, 4-3. It was interesting just reading an interview with Rublev after the US Open earlier this year. He said if you compare him now with the way he was playing 3 years ago, he's pretty much unrecognizable. He said it was a couple of years ago we realized that it's not only about the work you do on the court, it's how you prepare, how you play, what exactly you're doing game plan wise, what you're doing off the court, what you're eating. A lot goes into it, but I mean, you can see just they're chalk and cheese, aren't they, Av, really?
Yeah, I mean, exactly right. He's matured very quickly. I mean, he's so ambitious, and he actually truly loves what he does, and I think that accounts for a lot of that drive that he has. The passion has always been there, and he's now able to harness that in the right way without letting things boil over. He's a special talent. There's no doubt about that.
Time.
He's 2 games away here, Rublev. He's set in 4-3.
Садитесь, пожалуйста.
Seemed to get the initial forehand a little wrong, Rublev.
0-15, love 15.
Almost pulled this one off, though. Decent contact on it. Okay, he wasn't going to make the same mistake twice. Get that one away.
0-15. 15 all.
Looking to try and become the 3rd winner on the ATP Tour today. Andrey Rublev, Sasha Zverev winning in Cologne, beating Felix Auger-Aliassime there. Laszlo Djere winning in Sardinia. He beats Marco Cecchinato in that final. Zverev, someone who's already qualified for the Tour finals in about a month's time.
Rublev.
Just absolutely relentless from Rublev.
I think he might be a bit rocked
Rublev,
after losing that opening point, but
Rublev leads 5 games to 3.
emphatic.
Oh, and it's vital for Coric that he asked the question of Rublev. He might tighten up, you never know.
Bit nuts at 15 love.
Almost a year to the day that Rublev won the title in his home city of Moscow. Beat Adrian Mannarino there on the 20th of October last year.
Late set 0. 30 love.
Not giving up the ghost on anything. Don't think he knows how.
Leads at Pitnazzi, 30-15.
Looked as though it was a slight misjudgment initially from Rublev, but did well to quickly readjust.
30-all.
He's 2 points away.
Coric 30. 40-30.
So Coric survives. And in a couple of moments' time, Andrey Rublev will serve for the championship.
Дорогие любители тенниса, Формула Теннис, организаторы Санкт-Петербурга Open 2020, приглашают вас на шоу закрытия турнира. В этом году на корте певица, которая всегда готова...
Well, even if Borna Coric does go on to lose this match, plenty of positives that he can take away. Of course, it's his first final that he's been in since reaching the final here 12 months ago when he lost to Daniil Medvedev. He then had a pretty poor end to 2019. He couldn't quite back up that final that he made here. But certainly signs are that he's beginning to play his best tennis again.
Yeah, you do hope he takes the confidence from this week. He's had his ups and downs with his tennis, with injuries and niggles and things like that. So weeks like this, making a final, you cannot turn your nose up at that. He's not done yet, mind.
Yeah.
He'll try everything he can right now, you feel. Rublev won't want to lose this opening point. And again,
well, Rublev has one hand on the trophy. He's a game away from getting both of them. Just the start he was after.
15 love.
rock solid that time from Coric.
15
Pinning Rublev in the backhand corner. Three points right now go down very well.
Two championship points. remarkable year for Andrey Rublev goes on. He joins Novak Djokovic in winning a 4th title in 2020. It's his 2nd career title in his home country, and it's now back-to-back ATP 500 titles after he won in Hamburg just a few weeks ago. He is in a great position to qualify for the ATP Tour finals for the first time. He beats Borna Coric 7-6, 6-4, and he is the champion in St. Petersburg.
Well, that's just super stuff from Rublev. What an accomplishment. The level of tennis right now is so high.
What an apt song.
Very nice.
Man. He's almost forgotten how to lose, you feel. Andrey Rublev, every time he steps out on the court, he expects to win. Great credit to Borna Coric, who loses in the final for the 2nd year running. But Rublev, the 5th Russian to win this event. Let's hear from him.
Андрей, поздравляем с победой. «2-5» было на тайбреке, критической ситуации. Проиграть первый сет, конечно, было бы гораздо сложнее. Что помогло выстоять? Что помогло выстоять на тайбреке 2-5, когда было? Критическая ситуация.
Да, повезло. Борна очень хорошо играл, и 7 розыгрышей у него была инициатива. И просто какое-то везение, мяч попал в сетку, в аут, потом еще раз маленький аут, и так далее, так далее. В итоге смог перехватить инициативу, выиграть тайбрейк. Но это спорт, такое случается, поэтому сегодня был мой день.
Well, congratulations, Andrey. Whatever happened at 2-5 when we were trailing in the tiebreaker, what helped you to withstand the pressure? Well, I just got lucky because Borna was playing unbelievably well. Then there was a net court and the ball was long on a couple of times. I just got lucky. Что ты можешь в целом сказать об игре своего сегодняшнего соперника и качестве тенниса, который вы оба показали?
Я бы сказал, что Борна, он один из самых в туре, кто всегда борется, кто всегда до конца, неважно, проигрывает или выигрывает, он всегда старается отдать себя полностью на корте, и поэтому он нереально очень хороший игрок и показывает очень хорошие результаты. Он обыгрывал всех топов, и Надаля, и Федерера, и Марея, когда он был первой ракеткой в мире, поэтому он нереальный боец, и ему отдельный респект за то, как он играет и как он борется. Еще плюс он нереально хороший человек.
Well, what can you say about your opponent, Borna Coric, and the level of tennis you both showed in today's match? Well, he's an unbelievably good player. He beat so many top players, Nadal, Federer, and Murray when he was #1. He's just showing unbelievable level of tennis. And which is more, he's a great man, a great person. Появляется хорошая традиция. Завтра один человек станет на день старше, если память не изменяет. Это теперь все время будешь поздравлять себя с днем рождения такими трофеями?
Еще через 2 дня, поэтому еще есть время. Ну, на самом деле, да, это приятно, я не знаю. То есть я об этом даже не думал.
Well, somebody's gonna turn older, 1 year older in 1 day, actually in 2 days, on October 20th. It's going to be a good tradition for you to give yourself such birthday presents. Well, I didn't think about it. We'll see, maybe. Ну что ж, наслаждайся победой и готовься получать заслуженные трофеи.
Спасибо большое. Спасибо всем, кто пришел.
Well, enjoy your win and be ready to get the trophy.
Yeah, nice early birthday present for Rublev. Turns 23 in a couple of days' time. What a week it has been.
Might even afford himself a couple of days off after
Yeah.
this week.
Ready.
Well, we have
Play.
something a little special now, because Polina Gagarina, who is the Russian entry for the Eurovision Song Contest this year, is going to put on a little show for us.
Глаза запрячу в темные очки и пойду туда, куда не надо, лишь бы не вернуться на свои круги. Но мне легко, необычайно, невозможно подобрать слова. Это мой жизненный принцип, это мой фирменный стиль. Я пытаюсь снова вернуть назад того, кого однажды отпустил. Это мой жизненный принцип, это мой фирменный стиль. Не пытайся снова вернуть назад того, кого однажды отпустил. Не пытайся снова вернуть назад того, кого однажды. Это мой жизненный принцип, это мой фирменный стиль. Того, кого однажды отпустил. Все пройдет, а ты останешься. И для этого есть миллион причин. Мне одной теперь не справиться. Ты мне необходим. Соединились наши орбиты. Мы видим мир, которого нет, что к тебе тянет, будто магнитом. Ни для кого уже не сидим. Я обезоружена, ты очень нужен мне, ты очень нужен мне, нужен мне, нужен мне. Легенда разрушена, я обезоружена, сохрани. Мы где-то, как две далеких кометы, летим со скоростью света, пытаемся не сгореть. И снова мы делаем круг, который вокруг зажигает звезды. Нам стоит лишь захотеть. В этот миг время замрет, две души стали одной. Ты не бойся, ты просто следуй за мной. Небо в глазах, море внутри. Без тебя мне нигде не найти. Небо в глазах, море внутри. Навсегда ты сохрани. Небо в глазах. Небо в глазах, море внутри. Навсегда ты сохрани. Небо в глазах. Небо в глазах, море внутри. Без тебя мне нигде не найти. Небо в глазах, море внутри. Навсегда ты сохрани. Небо в глазах. Этот новый день только твой. Лови за хвост удачи миллионы новых идей с собой. Любимый крепкий кофе, мир тоже только в профиль. Ребят, нас не ждет. Давай изменим правила, ярмарки тщеславия. Твой успех идет. Сделай шаг навстречу себе. Чем темнее ночь, тем ближе рассвет. Набирай скорость, зеленый свет. Ты слышишь? Танцуй со мной, танцуй со мной. Танцуй со мной, и пусть все увидят. Танцуй со мной, танцуй со мной. Это просто быть самим собой. Танцуй со мной, танцуй со мной. Танцуй со мной, и пусть все увидят. Танцуй со мной, танцуй со мной. Это просто быть самим собой. We are the world's people, different yet we're the same. We believe in a dream, praying for peace and healing. I hope we can start again. We believe in a dream. So if you ever feel love is sweet and together like the stars in the sky, we can sing, we can shout. Мы верим и мечтаем. Мы там, где нас так ждали, где нас семи ветрах. Один мотив в сердцах. Через тернии храмов звездам, выше, дальше, так легко и просто. Мы начнем и только побеждаем. Если падаем, то вновь взлетаем. Мы знаем, в чем правда. Ты наша команда, и она без тебя высоко не взлетит. Без тебя никогда не победит.
Yeah, so that was Polina Gagarina, the Russian entry for the Eurovision Song Contest. Certainly got a pair of lungs on her, I'll give her that.
Well, some performance, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like a Super Bowl half-time show. So now it's time for the trophy presentation.
On the 25th Jubilee International Tennis Tournament, St. Petersburg Open 2020 in the singles category.
Для проведения церемонии приглашают
And we invite on the court the participants of the award ceremony.
Александр Иванович Медведев, генеральный директор турнира ATP 500 Санкт-Петербург Open 2020, генеральный директор футбольного клуба «Зенит», советник генерального директора ООО «Газпром Экспорт».
Please meet Alexander Medvedev, Director General of the tournament ATP 500 St. Petersburg Open 2020, Director General of the football club Zenit, advisor to the CEO of Gazprom Export Company.
Владимир Владимирович Кириллов, вице-губернатор Санкт-Петербурга.
Please meet Vladimir Kirillov, Vice Governor of St. Petersburg.
Игорь Михайлович Сидоркевич, заместитель министра спорта Российской Федерации, заслуженный мастер спорта СССР, чемпион Европы и мира по самбо.
Igor Sidorkevich, Deputy Sports Minister of Russia, Honored Master of Sports of the USSR, Champion of Europe and Champion of the World in Sambo Wrestling.
Наталья Александровна Камильзон, генеральный директор компании-организатора турнира «Формула Теннис Хоккей», исполнительный директор турнира ATP 500 Санкт-Петербург Open 2020, заслуженный тренер России.
Natalia Kamilzon, Director General of the company organizer of the tournament Formula TX, Executive Director of the tournament ATP 500 St. Petersburg Open 2020, honored coach of Russia.
Ива Майоли, член директората турнира Санкт-Петербург Open по работе с игроками, обладательница 8 титулов WTA, в том числе Ролан Гаррос 1997.
Please meet Eva Mayali, Tournament Board of Director member, Players Relations, winner of 8 WTA titles, including the French Open 1997.
Gerald Armstrong, supervisor ATP.
Gerald Armstrong, ATP supervisor.
Дамы и господа, слово предоставляется Александру Ивановичу Медведеву.
Ladies and gentlemen, the floor is given to Alexander Medvedev.
Добрый вечер, Санкт-Петербург. Добрый вечер, любители тенниса.
Good evening, St. Petersburg. Good evening, tennis fans.
Ну вот и пролетела неделя Санкт-Петербург Open.
The week of St. Petersburg Open is over.
И венчала ее игра двух представителей следующего поколения лучших игроков тенниса в нашем туре.
And this week was crowned by a match played by the representative of the new generation of the new players in our tour.
Потому что и Борна, и Андрей продемонстрировали всю красоту современного тенниса.
Because both Borna and Andrey have demonstrated all the beauty of modern tennis.
И сегодня победил Андрей. Давайте его поздравим еще раз.
And today, Andrey Rublev won. Let's congratulate him once again.
Ну, я уверен, что сборной не будет так, как с финалистом сегодня в Кёльне. Он 8-й раз вышел и ни разу не выиграл. Я уверен, что победа Борны не за горами.
And hopefully Borna will not do like the finalist in Cologne, where he went to the finals for the 8th time and didn't win. I'm sure that the victory will be waiting for Borna pretty soon.
Ну а вы, дорогие друзья, продемонстрировали, что нас вирусом не запугаешь. Мы соблюдаем все ограничения, и вирус не пройдет. Но пасаран.
And you, dear tennis fans, have demonstrated that we are not scared by this virus. Virus will not go through, as they say in Spanish, no pasarán.
Поэтому здоровья всем и ждем вас на «Газпром-арене». Будем бороться с Брюгге.
So, congratulations, and we're waiting for all you on Gazprom Arena. Our football club will be fighting with Brugge club.
Слово предоставляется Владимиру Владимировичу Кириллову.
The floor is given to Vladimir Kirillov.
Участникам, организаторам и гостям 25-го международного теннисного турнира Санкт-Петербург Open.
To the participants, guests, and organizers of the 25th International Tennis Tournament St. Petersburg Open.
Уважаемые друзья, рад приветствовать вас на юбилейном 25-м международном теннисном турнире Санкт-Петербург Open.
Dear friends, I'm delighted to welcome you to the 25th Jubilee International Tennis Tournament St. Petersburg Open.
На протяжении многих лет эти замечательные соревнования становятся настоящим праздником для тех, кто любит теннис и внимательно следит за спортивным календарем.
Over the course of many years, these beautiful competitions have become a true festival of tennis for all of those who are passionate about it and who are watching carefully the sports calendar.
Кто ценит особую эмоциональную атмосферу этой зрелищной, захватывающей игры.
The athletes have shown to us thrilling, captivating matches.
Ваш турнир традиционно объединяет на своих площадках как признанных звезд, так и молодых, талантливых спортсменов из разных стран. Дарит им прекрасную возможность встретиться с достойными соперниками, помериться с ними силами, побороться за победу.
Your tournament offers a tremendous opportunity both for renowned athletes or for the up-and-coming young players to square off with each other and fight for victory.
Уверен, что и нынешние соревнования пройдут успешно, оставят у участников и гостей яркие, незабываемые впечатления. Желаю вам удачи и всего наилучшего. Президент Российской Федерации Владимир Путин.
I'm absolutely confident that this competition will also be a smashing success. I wish you the best of luck and good memories. President of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin.
Ну, я хотел бы от имени правительства города, губернатора Александра Дмитриевича Беглова поздравить всех участников с завершением прекраснейшего спортивного события не только в жизни Санкт-Петербурга, но и в жизни нашей страны.
And on behalf of the government of St. Petersburg, on behalf of our governor, Alexander Bedlov, I would like to congratulate the organizers and the participants on the completion of a great tournament which has become the highlight not only in the sports calendar, but in the calendar of the whole country.
Особую благодарность, конечно, организаторам турнира во главе с Александром Ивановичем Медведевым. И, конечно, хотелось бы сказать слова благодарности в адрес Министерства спорта Российской Федерации, Министерства иностранных дел, при помощи которых игроки смогли спокойно приехать в Российскую Федерацию. Спасибо.
I would like to commend the head of the organizing committee, Alexander Medvedev, the Russian Sports Ministry, and the Russian Foreign Ministry for making it a smooth transfer for all the players who could come to the Russian Federation. Thank you.
Слово предоставляется Игорю Михайловичу Сидоркевичу.
The floor is given to Igor Sidorkevich.
Добрый вечер, дорогие петербуржцы.
Good
Добрый
evening,
вечер,
dwellers of St. Petersburg,
уважаемые гости нашего города.
esteemed guests of our city.
От имени Министерства спорта Российской Федерации я хочу всех поздравить с завершением замечательного праздника, праздника тенниса в нашем городе.
On behalf of the Russian Sports Minister, I would like to congratulate you all on the completion of a magnificent sports festival.
Прежде всего хотелось бы поздравить спортсменов, победителя, финалиста сегодняшнего турнира.
Above all, I would like to congratulate the athletes, the finalists, and the winner of today's tournament.
В будущем пожелать им больших, красивых побед и обязательно, чтобы мы встретились с ними в следующем году.
I would like to wish them good victories in the future, and I want them to make sure we meet them again next year.
Конечно же, большие слова благодарности организаторам за то, что в столь непростое время, при наличии таких серьезных проблем, которые есть у нас в Петербурге, в России, во всем мире, турнир был проведен на самом высоком организационном уровне.
Let me also thank the organizers and praise them for conducting this tournament at the highest possible level, notwithstanding all the difficulties we're all facing here in St. Petersburg in Russia and throughout the whole world.
Александр Иванович, вашей замечательной команде желаю, чтобы в будущем вы такие мероприятия проводили на таком же уровне. Министерство спорта будет оказывать всяческую поддержку и, надеюсь, совместными усилиями в будущем году этих проблем не будет, и турнир пройдет на более высоком организационном уровне.
Alexander, let me just assure you that the Russian Sports Ministry will lend its support, and next year will join efforts and hold this tournament at an even higher level than this time.
Всем желаю хорошего настроения, крепкого здоровья, берегите себя, удачи.
I wish you all good health, good mood, and take care.
Слово предоставляется Джеральду Армстронгу.
The floor is given to Gerald Armstrong. Please, Gerald.
Well, firstly, I'd like to say that was probably the best opening ceremony I think I've ever seen on my years on the tour. It was amazing.
Прежде всего, позвольте сказать, что это, наверное, лучшая церемония закрытия, которую я когда-либо видел в туре. Она была просто потрясающей.
And congratulations to the organisation and to the St. Petersburg Open for their 25th anniversary. Congratulations.
Поздравить организаторов турнира с 25-м юбилейным турниром.
And also for their first ATP 500 event.
Поздравляю также с тем, что это впервые проводится турнир в категории ATP 500.
And from the ATP, I'd like to say thank you for putting on such a wonderful, wonderful tournament. Thank you.
Еще раз всем, в том числе городу Санкт-Петербурга, всем игрокам спасибо за то, что провели такой замечательный, еще раз говорю, замечательный турнир.
Can I just say a special thank you to the ball kids this week who have done an amazing job with their reduced numbers.
И отдельное большое спасибо мальчикам и девочкам, подававшим мячи. Они провели отличную работу.
And thank you to the crowd. Thank you for coming out and supporting the players and generating such an amazing atmosphere today. Thank you.
Большое спасибо болельщикам за то, что приходили, болели за игроков и создали такую неповторимую атмосферу на этом стадионе.
Finally, congratulations to both our finalists and to Andrey on your fourth tournament win of the year, I believe. Congratulations.
Конечно же, поздравляю Андрея Рублева. Если я не ошибаюсь, ты выиграл уже 4-й турнир в году. Прими мои поздравления.
Спасибо.
Финалистом турнира Санкт-Петербург Open 2020 стал Borna Coric, Хорватия.
Give a big round of applause to Borna Coric, the finalist of St. Petersburg Open 2020. Borna, please pick up your trophy and come up to the microphone for a short speech.
Слово финалисту Санкт-Петербург Open 2020. Ваши аплодисменты, Borna Coric.
The floor is given to Borna Coric, runner-up of St. Petersburg Open 2020. Please, Borna.
Hi guys. So yeah, again my speech for the second place. It's not going to be nice, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to start with you, Andrey. You know, what can I say? Unbelievable job for the last couple of months. I've been watching your tennis for the last couple of months, and honestly, I don't like losing, but if I have to lose, I would like to lose against you. So yeah, well done, man. Really.
Ну, не просто говорить речь, когда займешь второе место, но прежде всего, конечно, хочу сказать, что потрясающе играл сегодня Андрей Рублев. Мои поздравления тебе, Андрей. Наблюдаю за тобой в течение последних месяцев. Ты показываешь невероятный теннис.
And also to your team, well done. Congratulations.
И всей команде тоже поздравляю вас.
Now I need to say, you know, I've been coming back to this tournament for the last 4 or 5 years, and I've been coming back with a reason. You know, I do feel like at home here, and I need to say big thanks to the Mr. Medvedev for that. Also to the tournament director and to my friend Ivan Maioli for such an amazing tournament, really. Well done, guys.
Что могу сказать, я уже последние 4-5 лет регулярно сюда приезжаю, был здесь в финале в прошлом году. Могу только поблагодарить организаторов, директора турнира Александра Медведева, Наталью Камильзона и Иву Майоли, члена совета директоров турнира. Большое вам спасибо, это потрясающий турнир.
And of course, thank you very much to the fans. You know, it has not been easy here for us all. But yeah, of course, thank you very much for coming out. Even with the COVID, I know it's been tough, but it does mean a lot to us. Thank you.
Ну что ж, спасибо, конечно же, вам, болельщики. Это непростой период для всех, и для игроков, и для вас. И благодаря вашей поддержке турнир был успешным. Спасибо.
And the last, of course, big thanks to my team. There are some there, I cannot see them right now, but you know, some of them are not here, but still a big thank you. And you know, we need to work even harder. And yeah, hopefully one year I can win the trophy here. Thank you, guys. See you next year.
Последнее, конечно, по счету, но не по значению. Большое спасибо моей собственной команде, моей группе поддержки. Главный тренер не со мной, но меня здесь здорово поддерживали. Спасибо, ребята. Мы будем трудиться еще упорнее, чтобы однажды здесь я победил. Спасибо вам.
Победителем турнира Санкт-Петербург Open 2020 стал Андрей Рублев, Россия!
Please meet Andrey Rublev, the winner of St. Petersburg Open 2020. Андрей, возьми трофей и к микрофону. Ждем тебя у микрофона с главным трофеем.
Ваши аплодисменты, Андрей Рублев, его слово.
The floor is given to Andrey Rublev.
Добрый вечер всем.
Good evening, everyone.
Я сейчас быстро расскажу про Борну. Borna, man, I know you since long time, and we've been playing juniors a lot, and I can tell you, you are one of the hard workers player I've ever seen, and one of the nicest guy I've ever met. So I'm really happy to call you my friend.
Thank you.
And I mean, I wanted to win this title in Moscow.
Позвольте, я сначала на английском скажу несколько слов лично Борне Чоричу. Борна, ты потрясающий парень. Мы давно с тобой друг друга знаем, давно вместе играем. Играли в юниорах. Один из самых приятных парней ты в туре. И я рад, что ты мой друг на теннисе тоже и за его пределами.
And also, I want to say congrats to your team. I mean, I know Mate also for a while. I was enjoying doing preseason with him 1 year, so he's really such a nice guy as well. And I'm really happy that some people like Meta is around you and supporting you.
Ну что ж, Борна, конечно, поздравляю твою команду. Я тоже с ней хорошо знаком. Они хорошо с тобой вместе работают. Они здорово тебя поддерживают. Спасибо им. Можно по-русски.
Да, это сложнее. Хочу поздравить турнир с 25-летием. Я очень рад здесь находиться, очень рад находиться дома. Для меня это один...
Well, let me congratulate the tournament on the 25th anniversary. It's my home tournament. I'm really pleased to be here.
Для меня это, наверное, самый лучший турнир в организации, и в этом вообще нет сомнений.
In terms of organization, this is the best tournament. No question about it.
Так что спасибо большое за всю работу
So
Александру Медведеву.
many thanks to you, Alexander, for a superb job.
Спасибо всем вообще, кто пришел, кто поддерживал нас, особенно в такое сложное время.
Many thanks to all of those who came to support us, especially in such hard times.
Спасибо всем зрителям, потому что для нас, игроков, это безумно приятно. Это очень много значит, когда вы приходите, поддерживаете нас, смотрите. И это нас мотивирует, и это очень нам помогает. Поэтому спасибо вам большое.
And many thanks to the crowd for coming and supporting us. It means volume to us players because it really helps us and motivates us to play.
Then I want to say thanks to my coach. I don't know, he's there. So,
И хочу на английском сказать спасибо своему тренеру, который сопровождал меня на этом турнире всю неделю.
it's a second title 500 for us. So yeah, I love you, man, and I hope it's only beginning. Gracias, amor.
Мы второй раз уже вместе работаем. Мне классно с тобой работать. Спасибо.
И в целом хочется сказать просто, что я очень получил большое удовольствие здесь, играю эту неделю, наконец-то быть дома. Спасибо вам всем еще раз. Надеюсь, у вас хорошее настроение. Надеюсь, что вы хорошо проводите время. И увидимся еще, надеюсь, в следующем году и много-много лет вперед.
Well, to conclude, I would like to thank you all for coming. I hope you are all in a good mood, and I hope we'll be seeing each other for many years down the road.
А сейчас наступает время для фотографии.
And now comes the time for a general photo. Please pose for a general photo, everyone, observing the social distance. Спасибо. Теперь победитель, финалист, генеральный и титульный спонсор. Now the finalist, the runner-up, the general and the title sponsor. Don't forget about social distance, please. Спасибо. Теперь финалист, генеральный и титульный спонсор. Now the runner-up. The runner-up and the general title sponsor. Финалист, генеральный и титульный спонсор, пожалуйста. Ну, коллеги, можно не соблюдать все формальности на самом деле. Ваши аплодисменты Борне Чоричу, финалисту турнира.
So a really nice trophy presentation there. Great to hear from both Borna and Andrey. They both just seem like great guys as well, don't they?
Yeah, I think that's always nice to see. A lot of history between these two, not only that's building on the professional circuit, but they've known each other for a long time in the juniors as well. So a lot of respect shown between the two.
Yeah, nice of Borna to say that if he had to lose to anyone, it would be to Andrey.
Your applause for the champion of St. Petersburg Open 2020.
Fourth title in 2020 for Andrey Rublev. So he adds his name to the list of champions here in St. Petersburg. There's just been so many high-class winners of this event, Tav.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the tournament organisers will be very happy this weekend. Back-to-back winners now here in St. Petersburg. It's been a fantastic week.
Yeah, it sure has. Daniil Medvedev last year beating Borna Coric, unfortunately, and Rublev this time getting the better of the Croat. So he becomes the 5th different Russian to win this title, joining the likes of Medvedev, Yuzhny, Marat Safin and Yevgeny Kafelnikov. Just the 2nd time since this tournament started back in 1995 that we have had back-to-back Russian winners. Of course, Marat Safin did the double in the year 2000 and then 2001 as well. Well, he's on a roll, isn't he? Andrey Rublev. And he ties Novak Djokovic with 4 titles each. Rafa Monfils, Christian Garin there, all on 2. And 34 match wins now for Andrey Rublev this year, so he's only 3 behind Djokovic now. He looks as though Rublev's taking the week off, though, next week. Thoroughly deserved, you'd say, after what he's done since tennis has resumed. But you wouldn't be at all surprised if he made it a 5th title over the next month or so. So let's have a look at what we still have to look forward to in terms of the 500 events. Vienna in a couple of weeks' time. No Basel, of course, normally Basel and Vienna run back-to-back, but I mean, Rublev will go into that as one of the favourites again, It
has to be, yeah. Has he got another one in him this year? I think he might have, absolutely. Yeah, it's Djokovic taking a wild card, I believe. There's rumours that perhaps Nadal might play as well. I mean, it's going to be a loaded draw. Another great week to look forward to.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking to try and make it back-to-back-to-back 500 titles for Rublev after winning in Hamburg just a few weeks ago when he beat Stefanos Tsitsipas there, and now winning in St. Petersburg. So it has been a wonderful week here in St. Petersburg, of course, upgraded to a 500 event this year, normally a 250. We've had some super tennis, some wonderful matches throughout the week, and a well-deserved champion in Andrey Rublev. He wins a 4th title in 2020, but for now, from myself, Adam Fielder, and all of us here in St. Petersburg, good night. This week, the ATP Tour moves to Russia for the 25th edition of the St. Petersburg Open. And with the tournament upgraded to 500 status, local talent will be looking to shine. A statement performance from the defending champion Daniil Medvedev. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant from Andrey Rublev.
Now that was a fine performance from Shapovalov.
Karen Khachanov reaches the quarter-final stage here in St. Petersburg. What a forehand to win it. It's the biggest win of Riley Opelka's career. The defending champ is out. But this year, Denis Shapovalov books his spot in the semis.
Andrey Rublev moves ahead to the weekend. A brilliant performance from Milos Raonic.
Well, Borna Coric cruises into yet another semi-final here in St. Petersburg. It's a 4th final of 2020 for the remarkable Russian Andrey Rublev. It's back-to-back finals here in St. Petersburg for Borna Coric. Coric. That's incredible tennis from Andrey Rublev. The remarkable year for Andrey Rublev goes on.
Mix. Left.
Right.